So what is your ratio of working on all your various shows at the moment? Like, are you kind of actively...
Both the shows, writer room-wise and actually shooting-wise, obviously, but writing room-wise are next door to each other. And we have the same casting director who works on both. I just go there every day and I go from room to room depending on who says they need me more at the time.
Yeah.
And so some days it's 60-40, and new shows always take a little bit more time.
Right.
Because there's so many unanswered questions.
Right.
Is it hard to go back and forth like that? Like I kind of picture you going from one room to the other, just being like, okay.
Yes, I think it's for me. I mean, some people maybe I enjoy it more. I think it's sort of like you sort of feel like you're kind of playing hooky from like. I tend to go to the place where it's like less stress. Like, oh, I'm too stressed out. Let me go do something fun, and it keeps it more enjoyable and stuff. You know, it's sort of like switching between homework or something.
So, what has you most excited about Arrow season 2?
Gosh, I think the momentum that we probably have. We were just all saying, just how you come here last year and no one knows the show, and you have all these hopes and dreams for a new TV show, and you don't know if you're going to realize them, if they're going to work, they're not going to work. And so the fact that a majority of things that we wanted to try and achieve, we were able to achieve. And the hope to keep doing that and to not screw it up, and probably the pressure of not, of not having second yearitis, where, but you take what you learn and also still grow it in a healthy way.
So episode 201, just keep going. Knock them out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It is 201 is a reaction to the finale of last year. I consider the finale of last year the pilot for the second season. A lot of what happened was set up. The season, it's not just this year, we kind of pay off all season long, hopefully. Just like very much the pilot of last year, we kind of paid off, which is probably, a lot of people I think the first episode back is supposed to set that tone, but there'll be a lot of the origins of the things and the stories we're telling will exist in the finale of this year.
Do you think the tone is going to change a lot from season 1?
Certain elements of it. I mean, obviously, even just like the addition of Felicity into his group gets it a little bit lighter, right? So that allows us to have some more lightness, which we wanted always. And then his journey in and of itself is a different kind of journey. The journey of a vigilante last year versus really bad things happened at the end of the year, and the city needs a different kind of hero now, and so he wants to be that guy. And so it's a slightly different than a revenge story.
What about Moira's legal troubles? Because obviously she's arrested.
We have some fun, cool ways to deal with that.
Okay.
But we do deal with it in a big way. It's a big part of the saga for next year. Hey! I'm joining you guys, I think, at some point.
Summer Glau was
Some tomorrow people
Yes.
teleported in and out.
They're doing the job well.
That was really quick. Summer Glau was cast as well.
Yes. Isabel Roshev,
Okay.
Senior VP of Acquisitions for Stellmore International.
There was rumors of a Black Canary situation.
We begin the storyline of the Black Canary this year in the show. As to who is the ultimate and real Black Canary of the show, there's been all sorts of misreporting, I think, about that. But we do begin that storyline. Much like we had a person in the Deathstroke mask last year, and then we showed Slade Wilson. Or we had a Tommy Merlin, who everybody thought, oh, that's Merlin. When's he going to be a bad guy? And then we had John Barrowman. So we do have somebody, who shows up, who has DNA in common with the character we know and love as the Black Canary, but hopefully the show, we get to evolve that and have fun with that.
I mean, speaking of Summer Glau and, Kevin Alejandro, you got great genre guest stars.
Yes.
Is there someone that you're kind of looking at for a role, or you're holding out on for the perfect role at this point, that you really just want to get on the show for season 2?
You mean, is there a big actor out there that we just love? I mean, the funny thing was last year, we were starting and we knew we wanted to introduce Tommy Merlin's dad and Merlin or whatever, and they send you that list of actors you'll never get on your show, and you're supposed to, for 2 days, you're supposed to pretend like you'll get one of those people, and John Barrowman was at the top of the list, and we're like, well, we want John Barrowman, but we won't get John Barrowman, who else can we get? So there's always, I think, people like that. It's more about the role, I think.
Right.
And that was a long way of me saying sort of like we have some big, juicy roles that we know we want some of those people for, but we're going to service the role first. Otherwise I wouldn't, I'd be making stuff up.